historic a week ago, surpassing Shannon Sharpe's 2002 mark of 214 yards by a tight end. It's the Chiefs and the...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
12.
The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now Burrow on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
11 MT.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Under pressure, they got him again. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Burrow looking to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Burrow on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lane, and he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
It's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's got a man, it's his tight end, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
11,
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago.
Here we go.
Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Burrow will throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Curtis Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got a man, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins down inside the 10. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He completes it to Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So we reach, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of its coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
They'll take over 1st down and home to go at the 5-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And now they are in prime position, first and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On second and goal, Burrow.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in